Hey, thanks for joining me on this breakdown of the 5 levels of leadership. If you know me, you know that I love John Maxwell. I love his teachings. And so one of the things that I love about John Maxwell is he's really focused on leadership. And if you're just joining me for the first time, I am all about helping people to build their own at-home businesses, turning your passion into a monetization, and finding out the how-tos. So if you've ever asked yourself, number one, I want to own a business, or I want to run my own business. The number two thing you have to ask yourself is, how am I going to develop other people so that one day I can walk away from this business and it'll still be paying me? And that's what leadership is all about. So if you've ever asked yourself that question, we're going to break that down right here on John Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. The reason I love this is because, true leadership is not developing yourself, it's developing others, it's developing your team. So when you hear people say work harder on yourself than anything else, well, do that, but work harder on your team than anything else too. So let's talk about this 5 levels of leadership that's actually in a book of John Maxwell's. I am currently reading it. I've read it before. I love rereading books, but I'm going to break this down for you so that it's simple for you to understand in less than 5 minutes. Number one is position. This is the have to. In this position, people have to follow you because of your position. So your boss, your manager at work, someone who's above you at the level of wherever you work at, whether it's a retail store or you're in a corporate office, you have to take orders from someone because of their positional leadership. Permission is the want to position. So permission is when, yeah, I have to follow you, but I really want to follow you. Or maybe I don't even have to follow you, but I choose to follow you. This is because you've developed a relationship with me, you've built my trust, and now I want to follow you because I want to go where you're going. Number 3 is production. This is all about my favorite word, results. Results are fun. Results show us that we're making progress. So when I want to go follow someone that has already done what I'm doing, like one of my passions is real estate, I want to study the Grant Cardones. I want to study the guy that's down the street from me that has $200 million in real estate so he can show me how to do that because he's gotten results. So I'm going to follow them because of their production. Number 4 is developing others. This is all about duplication. That's really the name of the game here in number 4. You have developed others, you've built such great relationships with them, and you're now developing the do what you do. Okay, duplication. And then number 5, I'm not even going to write anything here. This is the pinnacle. This is really where everyone wants to be. And this is as you're going into your own business, whether it's direct sales, whether it's a retail shop that you're opening on your own, whether it's you making your own real estate investing company, at some point you've got to reach that pinnacle point. I've got a friend of mine right down the road from me. He started his own real estate investing company, and now today he's been able to develop his son to take over the business. And he still has stock in it, he still is earning income, but he's no longer doing the work. That's really where we want to get, is to that pinnacle point where we are, in essence, the name of the game for the pinnacle point is we're getting other people to the level 4. And when we get other people to level 4, we can walk away. Now, a couple things, a couple kind of mindsets here that you want to have about all 5 levels of leadership that John Maxwell talks about. You never leave behind any of these. You never go from position to permission and say, well, I'm no longer a positional leader. Yes, you're still a positional leader. You've just graduated. You've added permission because you've developed relationships. Another part of this is we think, well, each level we have to, we get closer to that time freedom. Actually, in essence, it takes us more time and more energy to put into other people in order to get to this number 5 level. And honestly, this number 5 level, even if you walk away, it really depends upon how much you've developed other leaders and how much they want it as much as you do. So even at number 5, you can be putting in still a lot of time. But each time you get deeper and deeper down here, not only does it add time, you also have more risk, you have to add more skill. And that's the name of the game here for all of these. So if you want to go read the book, you'll learn a lot more, but I just wanted to give you my kind of sticking points here in just the first couple chapters of the book. I've got a lot of books that I love to recommend, and I would love to be able to, based on where you're at, what you need to take that next step, I'd love to be able to recommend a great book for you. So go ahead, and if you're watching this on Facebook, just go ahead and message me in the Best You page. If you're watching this on YouTube, just drop down below in the comments your email address, and I would love to connect with you to just see what it is that you're looking for, what you're missing to get to that next step, so that I can recommend the right book or the right process for you of what to do next.